everyone, welcome to a new video. Real quick, you'll have to bear with me. I am currently getting over a cold, so my voice does sound a little rough. But we are going to be doing an unboxing video today. I did not want to wait any longer to unbox this figure. I've had her about a month, but I've been away at school, so I haven't been able to unbox her yet, but I am home now and I am so excited. So it is going to be the Hot Toys Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano and Grogu figure. I'm so excited. Okay, here's the box. Oh my god, I am so excited. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I did get the deluxe version, or whatever you want to call it, that does come with Grogu. There's a version that does not come with Grogu. Oh my god. So, oh, look at that. I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long for this figure. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it is so beautiful. This box is just amazing. Okay, so it does slide out the side here, it looks like. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh my god. So it does say Ahsoka Tano and Grogu, and then it says Ahsoka Tano, a Togruta female, was a Padawan learner to Anakin Skywalker and a hero of the Clone Wars. Alongside Anakin, she grew from headstrong student into a mature leader, but her destiny laid along a different path than the Jedi. Oh my god, okay. I'm so excited for this, you guys. Look at that. It is so beautiful. Just so clean and sleek. So it does say newly developed Grogu head sculpt and newly developed Ahsoka Tano head sculpt. Grogu has articulated head and arms, and she has the separate rolling eyeballs. And then it does say here, please read the user guide first and follow all construction details during the assembly process. Pop this out. Oh, there are just so many little details in just the packaging alone that just make it so beautiful. Okay. So there is a pretty thick piece of foam around her and Grogu, their hands and everything, and then all of the other stuff is underneath that. So I think I'm going to pull Grogu and Ahsoka out and then pull the foam out. We'll have a look at everything. Okay. So here is Grogu. He is one solid piece. It is all hard. And then he does have moving arms. His hands do rotate. And then he does have another set of hands in here, and his head moves, rotates around like that. Oh, he's so cute. I do wish that his robe was a little bit more flexible, but I understand at this small of a scale why it's not, and also he's not the focus of this figure, but he still is absolutely adorable and so well done. Now to pull her out. Oh my god. Oh, she is beautiful. Oh, she's got some weight to her. So like the season 7 one, her montrals are flexible. I'm just not going to flex them because I personally don't want to. Alright, so here she is. I'm not going to pose her yet because there are some things I need to do first before I move her around, but here she is. Oh my god, she is just beautiful. Look at that stitching, the screen print, details on her armor. She does have a seamless upper body. Oh, she's just beautiful. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's have a closer look at Ahsoka and tell you what I need to do first. Okay, so here she is. Oh my gosh, she's just beautiful. So, if you don't she still has some paper around her neck, so I'll get to that in a second. But if you don't know already, this figure is already very quickly known for having tight elbow joints, and there have been quite a few people that have broken them just because they are that tight. So there are a couple of things that I am going to do first so I don't break them.
Also, I do want to point out, because she has the sleeves that cover her elbows, the elbow joints are a little hard to see what direction they are positioned in, so it's really easy to bend the elbow in the wrong direction because you can't see it.
So what I'm going to do is pop her hands off, pop both hands off, and then take her bracers and her sleeves off. So we're going to go ahead and do just the one side on camera real quick, because this all just slides off. Just like that. Oh, it's so cute. And then I am going to very, very carefully heat this up with a hairdryer and gently bend it back and forth and hopefully not break it to try and help loosen it up. And I'm going to do that to both sides. So I will be right back. Alright, so I got one arm done. I just wanted to point this out real quick. The inside of her bracers have a little R and an L in them so that you can know which one's the right and left. Alright, so I still have to do the other arm, and the other thing is you can pop this joint out. It just gently pops out like that, and then I'm just going to heat it up and bend it back and forth. Alright, we are all good. I got her elbows loosened up. And they were tight. I know some people may be like, oh, well, it's just because she has a fabric covering it. No, they were tight. There were actually like little flashing pieces of plastic on them that came out. So yeah, they're a whole lot better. Yep, okay. Yeah, all of her other joints seem fine. Okay, so now let's look at her closer. Just look at that face sculpt and the detailing and everything. Oh, it's so beautiful. I do still have to take the plastic or the paper off around her neck. I haven't done that yet. But just look at that detailing. Again, her montrals do have some posability to them. I do wish the blue on here was a little bit darker. It is a hint light, I think. But still just absolutely beautiful. So she does have these seamless arm joints. Not a big fan of seamless bodies just because I know they have a tendency to kind of like dry out and rip. So if you pose her with her arm up for too long, she will develop a rip like in the armpit area. I understand why they have seamless bodies because they do look absolutely beautiful. Like just look at the muscle detail on there. But not a big fan of them long term. That razor back, oh, it's just beautiful. Okay, oh, I don't like this. So the top knot, the strings are tucked underneath the bottom one, so I'm just untucking those real quick because I don't like that. There we go. Oh my god, so here's the bracer, everything. Oh, she's just beautiful. Her nails are not painted, but Rosario's nails are not painted for her portrayal of Ahsoka. It is just the body paint on unpainted nails. Oh, the fabric is just beautiful. Little lightsaber clips. So the top plate of her shoe armor does kind of bend back and forth a little bit. She doesn't have the greatest ankle movement because of the armor. There is a little bit, but just because of the way the armor is, she doesn't have the best. But oh my god, it is just absolutely gorgeous. All the detailing in there and everything. Oh my god, all of the detailing. I do wish that the ankle guards, or I do wish her shin guards were more like her bracers and didn't have this solid piece right here mimicking the fabric. I wish that, I don't mind the bottom ankle one because that kind of is extended up from, because that's part of her shoe, but I don't like this middle piece right here. But it is still absolutely beautiful. Just look at her. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna set her down real quick and get out the instructions, which I should have done first, but oh well. Be careful when handling. So we have how to change her eyes, or move her eyes around. Avoid setting the figure in the same pose for long periods of time because of the seamless body. Don't touch with sharp objects, obviously. Leg movement. So it is showing here her range of movement, which is nice to know, so you can kind of avoid overextending her and breaking her. How to put the cloak on. Attaching the lightsaber hilts, assembling them so that you can put the blades in, the stand, Grogu, and then the light. Okay, so pretty thorough. Pretty thorough guide. So I am going to actually pop her head off next so I can get that paper from her neck. So while I have her head off, let's have a look at it. So her markings do go all the way around. Again, they are a little light for my taste, but they do look absolutely beautiful. And then her face should just pop off like that. It's held in place. It's held in place with a magnet at the top there. Right there, and then you can change her eyes. I'm not going to change them because I don't want to get her cross-eyed or anything. So while I have the head off, I am going to get the cloak out so we can look at that. Alright, so here it is. It does come with a little piece of paper or cardboard in it. So it's just one little snap. There is some wire in the hood. Okay, very nice. And then this just goes on like that. Yeah, so then you just put it on like that and then just put the head back on. So there we go. The cape is very nice. It's made out of like a linen. It's got some nice texture to it. Oh, it's just beautiful. Just look at that. It is so beautiful. So I am going to put the cape back in the box because I'm not planning on displaying it with her. So let me do that real quick and then I will put her head back on and we will look at the accessories. Alright, so here are her accessories. So we do have the two different blades, so you can have just the static, so you can have just the plain blade like she's holding it, or the swinging blade. Here are her hilts. Oh my god, they are beautiful. Oh, that is just amazing, just the detail in it. The little D-ring on the end there, and the very top, the emitter part does pop out so you can put a lightsaber in there. I'm going to put it back in because I'm not planning on displaying her holding an ignited blade. And then here is her smaller hilt. Again, just look at the detailing on there. It is so beautiful. Alright, and this one does come with a little light, little lantern. One thing I will say is In the promo pictures, this is shown lit up, but it does not actually light up, which is kind of disappointing. But it is still pretty cool. To me personally, it's just kind of there. I think they could have, you know, maybe not included it or made it light up. It's just, I don't care for it. Alright, we got some replacement parts, the roller ball, eye mover, and then her stand. So one thing I will say is this figure does have a themed base, which I don't mind, but I do wish it had the other base as well, because I like consistency among my figures. But this base still is really cool, very nice detail, texture, and paint job. It does have a extra bench that just pops in right here, like that. And then the other thing, it does come with like a little cardboard background that matches the base, which is adorable, but I'm gonna put it back in the box because I'm not gonna use it. And then we have a good clip. Oh, I love this clip. So this is a little waist clip, and it's got like a little butt rest right there. Yay, I'm so excited that we have a good clip. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pose her, how I'm going to display her, and then show you guys. Alright, here she is. This is how I'm going to pose her. So I do have a few issues with the base. There's not really a good way to pose her on this base. As you can see, I kind of have her on the edge, and that's just because of where the stand is. There's no good place really to pose her. Yeah, as cool as it is having the themed base, this base is not very good for displaying her or Grogu, because there's not even anywhere really to put Grogu on there with her. Just because no matter where you put her, she's going to be standing on the edge of the base, so if you put Grogu with her, she either has to be holding Grogu or Grogu's going to be behind her. So I did put Grogu back in the box, because I'm not going to display him with her, because there's no good way to display him with her, and I don't want him just sitting by himself on the shelf and risking getting knocked over and lost and whatever. So the other thing is, I really appreciate this type of stand where it actually clips around the waist. The bad thing is, because of where her lightsaber clips are, you can't exactly display her with her lightsabers on her belt, because then they just kind of sit on top of, they sit over the holder and doesn't look good. Like, you can move it up, but you can only move it up oh so high, so if you wanted, you could move it above the lightsaber clips. But yeah, again, this base, as cool as it is, I'm not a big fan. Don't really like it. Again, this base is exclusive to this specific figure, to this exclusive figure. The normal one comes with a similar base to all of the other figures. It does have a little like clip-on standout where the nameplate is. That looks like water, which is pretty cool. So I do wish the exclusive had come with the regular base that all the other figures have, or this base was a little bit more thought out, because it is not a good base for displaying figures like this. There's just no good way to display her on it. So I will say my biggest complaint about her is the base. Other than that, other than the base, my only other complaint is I do wish her markings were a bit darker. And she didn't have a seamless body, but that's kind of a personal preference. And also knowing that seamless bodies don't exactly have the best longevity to them. But other than that, she is just absolutely amazing. She is just gorgeous. I'm so happy I got her. I'm so happy I didn't break anything. And she's so well done, just the details in her and everything. I will point out her vest is supposed to be 2 different colors. This outer panel, these outer overlayer panels are supposed to be a bit more of a blue, and the middle panel is supposed to be a bit more lighter because the collar is noticeably darker than it. So I do kind of wish that they had that contrast that her costume actually has. But overall, she is still absolutely gorgeous. If you've been thinking about getting her, I did just check for the non-exclusive one, for the regular version of her, and there is the waitlist is full. But I will say, if you have the opportunity to get her, definitely pick her up, whether it's the exclusive or the regular version. Personally, I will say there's not that much in the exclusive version I think is worth for getting the exclusive version. The exclusive version comes with a different base and with Grogu. And I think personally, if I could go back, I would just get the regular version instead of the exclusive. But yeah, if you get a chance to pick up this figure, definitely do it. Don't skip out on her. She's just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, so well done. And I am so happy I was finally able to open her up and get a look at her. She's just gorgeous. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, informative, entertaining. I try to upload full-length videos the first Thursday of every month and shorter videos every Thursday, the second Thursday of every month. I've kind of been a little off schedule because I've been sick and coming home from school. So with that, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!